For me, it's sort of always been the only option, you know, because I don't know anything else.
You wouldn't love me if you knew me. Oh, I don't even think you could.
Hi, this is Maja Kristina, and here's a little bit about me. I grew up here in Sweden, Stockholm, with my mom and dad. They got divorced when I was around 3, so I lived with them 1 week at my mom's house and 1 week at my dad's house, and just sort of moved back and forth. My dad is a musician and a singer, so music has always been around me. What was hard for me though was separation anxiety. But I remember I even had a hard time with my parents leaving me at kindergarten and at school. But I think I cried every morning when they left me. I started getting into music when I was around 7, I think. Before that, I wanted to own an ice cream truck. Songwriting for me was a way of coping with everything. Songwriting is almost like therapy, actually. Sometimes I write a song, I don't even, think about showing it to anyone. It's just sort of an outlet. It sort of became my own experiment. I learned to play the piano by myself and the guitar by myself. I just had fun with it. My dad being a musician and my mom being a TV host and in the showbiz on that side, it's pretty much all I've known, and I always had access to instruments and to music. Therefore, it just came naturally, sort of, because I didn't know anything else. I thought that, this is what people are doing. Yeah, it was very surreal and super exciting to be signing a deal with such a big record label. But it started actually with the song No Fake Love that ended up on the table of Eddie O'Loughlin. He called my manager Matthias and said, "We love this song, who's singing it?" He told him about me, and we flew over to New York and had a meeting at Republic. Of course, it's always been like my biggest dream, but you never expect things like that to actually happen. I've always been taught that you should have high hopes and low expectations, because you don't know what to think when an American label calls you up and they're like, "Come over for a meeting." So I didn't know what to expect. But then we flew to New York and I met Eddie, and we walked up to Republic and came in the lobby, and the Republic logo was on the wall. And I remember it was someone's birthday because I could smell carrot cake in the building. I'm an excellent baker. I can smell carrot cake from miles away. We had a meeting, and I was just, when things are so surreal that when they're over you sort of can't remember that they happened. We had a meeting and I played my most recent songs, and everyone loved them. I mean, of course you could be sure yourself that you like your music, but it's always nice sort of getting a stamp of approval that other people like it too. I think at that time I sort of lived a couple of months behind, because I couldn't wrap my mind around everything that was happening. So something could be happening, and 6 months later I could be like, shit, that happened. I've actually never had that many friends. I chose work instead of being in a relationship. I don't see it as a sacrifice though, because I'm 22 and I have plenty of time in my life to meet a nice, decent guy. So I don't really need a boyfriend, because he's just gonna take up space we don't have, because Gibson's not moving. He's always the little spoon when we sleep. I go to bed and he crawls up with his head on the pillow, like the little spoon. I'm really looking forward to starting a new chapter in my life somewhere else. So whenever it's possible, I hope to be able to move from Sweden to LA. My mother, knowing how she is, she's gonna come visit a lot. My dad is probably gonna come visit a lot too. So it's not like I'm gonna have time to miss them. When I write music, I try to write music that I would want to listen to and that I can recognize myself in, because I think that's what's gonna resonate with the people listening to it. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.